Yeah, so the question says simplify 3w cubed times 6w squared all squared over 12w to the 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's lots of things we could do, but I want to use a sort of a more basic approach to do this question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to sort of teach you how to do things from first principles, and then there is one technique that I want to illustrate with fractions as well, that I'll explain as I'm doing it, okay? Okay, so cubing, we have a squaring and cubing, okay? So just to remind you what it means, I'm not going to just apply the rule. I'm going to sort of place... So powers are just the same as repeated multiplication, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just like how multiplication is repeated addition. So that's what 3w cubed means. You just have three of them timesing each other.
Yeah.
And then 6w squared means you have two of them timesing each other. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's all over 12w7. Yeah? Okay, so when there's a fraction, okay, so, and there's no plussing, and there's just timesing stuff, okay, it's tempting to times all the stuff at the top first to simplify it and then divide it, right? But the beauty of this, the law of the operations, is that you can actually divide and times in any order you want in this situation. So it's actually advantageous to divide first because that'll simplify. Okay? So, most people would be like 27 times 6 times 6, okay? But that's not what we want to do, okay? So what we want to do is we want to basically change this 12 to we're going to do a 6 times 2, for example, okay? And we can change this w to w to the 7. We can just think of that as w squared. W squared.
W squared times 7 times.
Yeah, so we're going to another 3 w's, right? That's 7 w's, yeah?
Yeah.
And the point of this is it keeps everything, all the numbers small, okay? So for example, we have a w squared at the top and on the bottom, so they cancel, okay? Because if you times by w squared and divide by w squared, it's the same as timesing by 1, or dividing by 1. So this cancels with this part, okay? And this 6 cancels with this part. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And actually, you can do all these w's cancel with all these w's. Right?
Yeah.
And then this w squared cancels with this w squared. So what you're left with is you have this 3 times 3 times 3 times 6 divided by 2. It's just 2 left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I guess 2 goes into 6. Okay, so you can cancel this 2 with this 6 to make a 3, and then there's 4 3's left over. Okay?
Times 3 times.
Okay?
Yeah.
Or another way of saying that, this is 3 to the power of 4. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you'd leave it, basically, if you didn't really, if you were just kind of doing maths. But if you wanted to know exactly what this number was, you might multiply it out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
3 squared is 9, 9 times 9 is 81, right? Okay, you could say this is equal to 81. But the point I'm trying to make is, there's a procedure here, and it's not just, like if you can't remember what the power is, like that it's 3 cubed times w cubed, right? The point is, all those, whatever the rules they are that you can't remember, they all followed from the definition, okay? And the definition is putting 3 of the same thing and multiplying them all together. Okay, so I hope you gained something. I'll talk to you next time.